Hi, so I'm going to show you how to set up a sales funnel and email campaign with System.io. This covers everything you need to know to get you started. You can sign up with the link below. I will get a small commission if you upgrade to premium, but everything in this video is for the free plan. So let's get started. Jumping right in, this is your dashboard. On the right, you've got your contacts. On the left, your new leads, which shows the growth in your leads. You can adjust this with the selection panel on the right. So the first thing we're going to look at is the sales funnel. To create it, you click Create. You can then name your sales funnel. YouTube training for me. This over here is your URL base. So if you bought a URL from somewhere, this is where you would input it. Otherwise, System.io has a free URL which you can use as well, which I will be keeping for this training. Next, you choose your goal, build an audience. For an affiliate marketer, I think this would be the best. Your currency, and you click Save. You will then go into the funnel you just created. Then you will see your squeeze page as well as your thank you page. So we're going to stop the squeeze page. To start off, we need to choose a template. So I quite like this one over here. So to view it, we click Preview Template. And we can see if it works for us. For me, this should work quite well because it already has the input box. Then we click Select. Here you'll basically see the squeeze page details. You can adjust the name of the squeeze page, for example, tutorial, as well as the URL path. So here on the bottom here, we see the URL base that we selected previously. So that's what you would have. The thank you page and the tutorial page both have the same URL base, and this basically over here just divides it. So next we're going to click Edit Page. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the desktop versus mobile. So if you click mobile, you see how your page will look on mobile and desktop the exact same. So firstly, we look at the title. Okay, so this is the title I'm using. So if you want to change the color, we click here. You can make it green or white. In this case, white looks the best. You can make it italics, underline it. It's up to you. On the left, however, we've got all the main settings. So you've got your font size, line height, letter spacing, got your margin. Yeah, the margin is how high it is. So I would actually prefer it if it's in line with this block on the right. So I'm going to change that to maybe 35. It looks a lot better to me. As well as I prefer if this was lower down. So I increase this to say 40. Looks better. Then we've got the padding, which shows how large it is. To me, the 0 was perfect. And then I'm going to center it. Over here, you've basically got your item visible on. So if I click mobile off, you would only see this in the desktop, and that's why it shows there, desktop only. As an example, if I click that, it disappears. Next, we're going to look at the input block. So firstly, I don't actually need a mobile number. I would only want the first name and the email for my email campaign, so I delete that. Then to me, this looks a bit big, especially if you went to mobile, it takes up the entire screen. So I'm going to change the margins on that. So what I'll go is I'll do it on here. Sorry, the paddings. The paddings on that. I'll change this to 30, 30, and 25. So now it's a lot smaller, and I much more prefer it. Although now this is, however, not in line with that anymore. So I would click this again. I would go down to my margin and change this to 20, which now brings it nice up and more in line with it. And I much more prefer that. Next is a very important thing. You essentially the submit button. So if you change this over here to show pop-up URL, open URL, next step URL, download file, it does different things. Submit form essentially requires first name and email to be filled in to go to the next step. Next step URL would just allow them to click submit without filling in anything, and they would automatically go to the next page. So having submit form as a selection is your best thing. and then revert here to the next step, which is the best. Then if you'd like to change what's in here, click on it. Here you can adjust the input fields. So you can choose your country or any other input field that you think would actually be necessary for you. Then the email, we're the same. You just click into it and you can adjust the alignments, the font size, the color, background color. Example, as just an example like that. Doesn't look good, but it works. You got your margins, your round corners, essentially there's a lot of different edit functions. After this, we're just going to essentially show you how to delete things. So if you look over here, you've got the little blocks and then big blocks. So you can delete the little blocks, or if you just go to all the way to the right, you can delete the entire section. So for example, I'll delete all these sections over here. So I've now deleted all the sections, but it looks a bit bland to me. So if you have not selected anything, you now have all these elements that you can add. So for me, for example, I'd like to add in a video. So I click it, I drag it where I want it, and I drop it. And now I'll get the video. If I click on the video, I can add the URL to a YouTube video. So you can essentially have them come here and then play a specific YouTube video if they click it, or you can literally have it on autoplay, which means it'll automatically play as soon as they come to your page. But it's really up to you. Then, after that, all we need to do is confirm it looks good on mobile as well as desktop. So if I'm looking at this, I actually see it says on the right. I don't like that, so I would delete that so it works and makes sense for both mobile as well as desktop. So that looks good to me for a very basic page. And we're going to go on to the thank you page. Save changes and then exit. Next, we have the thank you page. So yeah, you'll choose your template. So I already like this one, so I'm clicking select. Then you can change the name of the template as well as your URL base, which is the same. You just change the end part and you click edit page. Then if you have an affiliate link, yeah, would be a great place to put it. You can add your URL there as well as change the name of the box over here. So here I will put my favorite supplier. Boom. And if they click that, they will go to that link. If you'd like to add any other audios or videos, this is a great place to put it as well. Now I'm going to click Save Changes. We'll click back, and we're going to see if it actually worked well. So to test if it worked, we go to Tutorial, or my squeeze page, and I'm going to copy this link because this is the link that you will provide to get to these pages. I'll put it here, put it in, there we go. So now we've got our page. As on desktop, it's very basic. We've got our big YouTube video, which we probably should have made smaller, and we'll put our details in. So let's call myself Brad, and Brad, hello, gmail.com. So random fake email, and we click submit. So that worked. And then we click my favorite supplier, and there we go. So now if we went out of this, we should now see that email in our dashboard. Right? So there we can see bradhello@gmail.com. Looks good. So the next step would be to set up the emails. So to do that, we go to emails, campaigns. To create the email campaign, we click create, name it. So I will call it my great ingredient campaign. You can add some description there and you click save. Next, you click on that campaign and you click create. So this will be the first email. Remember, on the free pack, you basically have one email that you can send out. So up to 2,000 subscribers, you'll be able to send out continually. So the subject, I'm going to call it my favorite supplier. Send a name, you put in your name or the name of your company. So let's say YouTube tutorial. And then the send email. If you have a more official email, you can fill that in there. And then you click save. This is actually very easy to use. So the most important thing is the substitute. So you can say hi, and then you can substitute what you pulled in. In the input box, we currently have first name and we have email. So for Yahoo, we'll say first name. That'll automatically fill that in. And then you can write up a basic email, which I'll quickly write up. So yeah, I've written up a very basic email. What you can also do, as well as the substitute, you can add basic links. So you can highlight the check it out, click links, and put in the link to whatever you want. In this case, I just made Google. If they click that, they will automatically go there. So very basic email. These are all the available personal substitutes down on the right. After that, you'll click save and publish. And then you will choose after how long a period you want them to send this email. So for example, you can make it 1 day or any hours or minutes. In this case, I'm going to click 1 day. So I click activate. And now I click exit. So here you can see I've got no contacts and no emails. But if I go to my actual email campaign, I have an email count of 1. That's because I've got a 1 day wait rule. So after 1 day, the system will send this email out to that person. If you, however, wanted a full email campaign, you could then basically have the delay. So after they subscribe, you'll create a new email, say 2 days, new email 3 days, and basically it will send them an email after each period. However, on the free platform, you can only send each subscriber 1 email. That is still great if you think about it. So after that, we now have our email campaign and we have our sales funnel. We now need to combine them. To do that, we go to funnels, go back into our funnel, go to the tutorial page or the squeeze page, automation rules, and we click add rule. And then we say funnel step from subscribed. So once they click submit, they'll then become part of the rule and they will start receiving those emails. We then click on the rule, add an action, and then I say subscribe to campaign. There's a lot of other actions you can choose, and then we click our ingredient campaign, and then we click save rule. Now they will get notified. So anybody who now comes through these links will get notified by this email campaign that we've saved over here. If you'd like to look at automations more extensively, you can go to automations, rules, and then you can click it right here. Yeah, you can see what your trigger is, what your action is. You can even add more triggers, but for first-time user, I think the easiest way to do it is just go to funnels. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, or use the link below. It really helps us create more content. If you have any questions, please pop it in the comments and I'll get to it when I get a chance. Cheers.